Hey guys, so first things first, we're going to go in with the Hangover RX primer. This is just like a light moisturizer just to clear up some of my dry patches. Then I'm going to go in with my Holy Grail primer. It's the Makeup Forever Step 1. It's a smoothing primer. This is what I love all over my pores, under my eyes, on my dry patches. It's amazing. It just smooths it all. Then I'm just going to go in with a MAC Painterly Paint Pot eye primer. Any old eye primer will work. And then I'm just going to set that with some skin tone eyeshadow, so that way it's not as sticky and my eyeshadows will blend better over it. Now I'm just going in with a soft brown color from this palette, and I'm just putting it all over my lid. You're going to see me go in a few times and build back up over it just to get that color, the color I want it to be. Any color of brown that's going to be suitable for your skin tone, go ahead and do, because honestly this is a really light brown color, but I'm really pale, so suit it to your skin tone. And then I just go in with a fluffier brush with a slightly lighter brown, and I kind of blend out the crease a little bit. Then I'm going to be going in with a light champagne kind of color. It has a little bit of a shimmer in it. Maybe putting that all over the lid just to kind of brighten my eye up for the day. Next, you're just going to want to blend out that line. You're going to hear me say, like, blend out the harsh lines, because blending is your friend and I will never get enough blending. Then you're going to take a skin tone or white eyeshadow and put it underneath your brow and on the inner corner of your eye. When you put it on the inner corner of your eye, it's really going to make you look like you're awake. Now I'm going to be putting on liquid foundation. Now, this is not a needed step. It's very optional, but I was already doing it, so we're just going to roll with it. I put on a very sheer coverage foundation, and I build it up to a medium coverage. I have very porcelain skin, and it's not really acne prone, so do what you think is good for your skin, whether it's full coverage, sheer coverage, medium coverage. You do you, boo. And then you're going to want to blend it down the neck, because the worst thing in life is when you have a harsh line on the neck. I cannot stand that. And then you're going to want to put on your concealer. This concealer was almost out, and it's like my skin color, and I don't want that. You always want your concealer to be either the shade of your skin or a shade lighter or two. I'm going to be going in with a lighter skin tone on top of that, and then I'll blend it in all together. You can also use this concealer to clean up around your eyes where your eyeshadow may have come down too far. I also use it on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and around the corners of my nose, because from hormones, that's where it gets red. Then I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender, the same one I used for my foundation, and I'm just going to use it to blend out all of this concealer. You want to make sure that you get really close to your lash line like I'm doing now to really blend out that line so it's not as harsh, especially if you're going to be putting something underneath that line. Then you're just going to want to set it all with powder. Oh, say hi to Mama Shy. Anyway, I'm just going to be setting that all with powder. Anywhere where you put concealer, set it with a powder that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. Then I'm going to be setting the rest of my face with a powder that is my skin tone, or maybe a shade darker than my skin tone, depending on the day. Next, I'm going to go in with my Hoola Bronzer from Benefit. I like to bronze my skin, not contour, because it's less harsh, and I have a really round face and it just doesn't suit me. I'm going to follow the rule of the general 3, so you start from your forehead to underneath your cheekbone to your jawline. I typically start with underneath my cheekbone because that's where I want the most product to be. Then I work it up to my forehead, and then with the least amount of product on my brush, I will go to my jawline and blend it down the neck so it's not so harsh and so pigmented in that area. Next, I'm going to be going in with a very soft, shimmery blush. I have a really, really red face naturally, so I don't want to put anything too harsh on my face. I just like to put the little amount of product, and you can always build it up. Blush is really hard to work with. And then I'm going to be highlighting with Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Highlighter. And you put it everywhere on the high peaks of your face. So I put it on my cheekbones, above my brow, on my forehead, down my nose, my cupid's bow, and finally my chin. You can also put it underneath your brow and in the inner corner of your eye if you want some extra shimmer in that area. Then I just take what's left on my bronzer brush and I just run it down my nose because I don't like the shape of my nose, so this just kind of fixes it. Quick fix. And then I'm going to be taking a big fluffy brush. I'm just going to blend all of that product together. It's also going to take any extra powder that may crease during the day off your face. It's just a really good step last minute to do. Now I'm going to be filling in my brows. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Blonde, I believe. It could also be Taupe, I'm not really sure. And I just like to fill in my brows naturally. I have a really good brow shape because I pluck my brows. If you go to somebody and get them waxed, this is going to be really easy for you because you're just going to have to fill them in basically. I have really scarce areas on the top of my brow, so that's really all I need to fill in, and the arch of my brow. Then after you're done filling that in, I'm going to set it with gel. If you guys want an in-depth tutorial on how to do brows, I can totally do that for you guys. Next, I'm going in on my waterline with a brown eyeliner. Black is really harsh unless you're doing a dramatic look, and if you put it underneath your lashes, it's also going to be really, really harsh. So you're going to see me go in and touch up my eyeshadow here and there. I just use a fluffy brush and kind of touch it up. It's not necessary to do, I'm just perfectionist. Then I'm going to be taking a pencil brush and taking that soft brown shadow and running it under my eye. This is what's going to create the eyeliner look, but it's way softer and less harsh, especially for an everyday look. Remember, blending is your friend, even if you have to take your finger and blend it out. Next, I'm going to be curling my lashes just to prep them for some mascara. And then I'm just going to go in with the drugstore mascara. Any drugstore mascara is the best. You don't have to spend a lot of money on mascaras. It's just not necessary. They're all the same. And I'm just going to be putting mascara on my top lashes. And then for my lower lashes, I do use a different one because it has a skinnier brush and it's better for your lower lashes. I'm going to be lining my lips following my natural lip line. I'm not going to overline for an everyday look. I'm using Milani Cosmetics 03 Nude today. This is my perfect lip liner. I use it all the time. And then I'm going to be going in with a nude lipstick. Any nude lipstick will work. I found my perfect one. You can find yours, trust me. Taking it off because it was just a little much, but if that's the kind of look you want to go for, then go for it. I'm actually going to be going in with Marc Jacobs Lip Gloss 328 Some Girls, and I just felt like it was a more natural look, and since it's a lip gloss, it's going to keep your lips hydrated throughout the day. Now I'm just going to go in with a Q-tip and flake off any of that mascara that touched my skin when I put my mascara on. If you let it dry and wipe it off with the Q-tip, it wipes right off instead of smearing. Next, I'm going to go in and spray my face with Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. It's going to take away any excess powder and it's going to set your makeup and it's going to last all day. I hope hope you guys like this look, and I hope to see you guys rocking your everyday looks and being beautiful. Thanks for watching, guys.
'Cause we can move beyond these walls. 'Cause I